Hello everyone, this is Atul Mishra, lecturer in Mechanical Department of Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Okay, we are studying automobile engineering. Okay, in this automobile engineering, we have successfully completed first and second part of this chapter, that is introduction, classification, then different components of body and their functions, and then we have seen different layouts. In that layout we have seen front engine rear wheel layout, rear engine rear wheel drive, front engine front wheel drive, all wheel drive. Okay. So in this way we have seen the different layouts and their functions, and lastly we have compared all those layouts, how they are performing according to their engine fitting. Okay, moving ahead, we are going to see basic body nomenclature, chassis, frame and body. Okay, so nomenclature of body we have seen in our first video also. The same nomenclature we are going to repeat over here also. So nomenclature means which body components known as what. Okay, what we call that particular component of that vehicle. So this is the roof of this vehicle, this is sunroof, this is windshield, this is outside mirror, here we have outside mirror, then this is hood, then windshield wiper, this is wiper, this is grill, then we are having headlights, beside this headlight we are having indicator lights, then we have shield, then front fender, then we are having wheel, this is hub cap, inside this we are having wheel hub. This is door post, this is outside mirror, then this is door, window, roof post, then quarter window, then back fender, tail light, trunk. So these are the name of the components of vehicle. Now chassis, body and frame, these three components are interconnected with each other. So these components form an equation. How this equation is worked, so let's see. An automobile is made up of mainly two units, these are chassis and body. So how chassis is made? Chassis is made up of frame plus base component is equals to chassis, then body plus chassis is equals to vehicle. So this is how they are connected with each other. How this equation is working: frame plus base component is equal to chassis, and chassis plus body is going to make vehicle. Means frame, when we combine frame and base component, then it will form a chassis, and when we combine chassis and the body, then it will form a vehicle. Okay. So what is frame? The frame is a rigid structure of chassis and skeleton of the vehicle. Until 1930s, virtually every car had a structural frame separated from its body. Okay, but now they are combined in. Okay, now they can be seen in the combined form. Now the function of frame: the base mounting engine and transmission to carry load, passenger or goods, withstand thrust, stresses, torque, accommodated suspension system, resist the centrifugal force, withstand bending and twisting stresses. Then requirement of a good frame: so it should be strong, light, to withstand, resist distortion forces, resist horizontal forces. So function of frame, basic function of a frame to carry the load. Load can be from the goods, or it can be from the passengers, it can be from the component which are mounted on that frame. Okay, and the force, or you can say the load, is going to become while braking, while acceleration, while turning. Okay, accordingly the load is going to be exerted, so withstand that load is the basic function of this frame. Okay, now types of frame. So we are having these three types of frame: conventional frame, semi-integral frame, integral or untied frame. Now next, moving ahead to the chassis. Okay, chassis is the backbone, you can say backbone of a vehicle. Okay, all the load, by default all the load is going to be exerted on the chassis. So one question may be asked in your exam key, that load coming on chassis, what are the loads coming on the chassis? So what will be the answer? The answer will be like every body component which are mounted on the chassis is going to be the load of that body is going to be exerted on the chassis only. While braking, the load is going to be on the front side of the chassis. While acceleration, the load is going to be exerted on the rear side of the chassis. Okay, while turning left or maybe right turning, so accordingly the load will be on the left side or the right side. So all these loads are going to be on the chassis only. So this is the basic function of the chassis. So how the structure of the chassis is defined? So these are the components. One more question can be asked, that what are the component mounted on the chassis? So these are the component which are mounted on the chassis. The one is radiator, second one is engine, clutch, gearbox, propeller shaft, steering system. Okay, this is differential, wheel hub, axle, suspension system. So all these components are mounted on the chassis. Okay, what are the main component of chassis? So chassis having this ladder type, we can see this is the ladder type chassis, having this longitudinal members. This is called as a longitudinal members. This is cross member. Okay, this can be also called as horizontal members. Okay, this can be called as a side member. So in another word, we can say it is a longitudinal, this is cross member, or this is horizontal member, or this is side members. Okay, in the side view we can see this is the side members and the cross members are here. Okay, so on this chassis two questions are very important. First one is load coming on chassis. Okay, the second one is component mounted on chassis. These two questions are going to be asked in your exams. Okay, so what will be the answer? If the question is asked, what are the component mounted on chassis? So component will be radiator, engine, gearbox, clutches, propeller shaft, differential, rear axle, front axle, and suspension system. So all these components are mounted on chassis. And what are the load coming on the chassis? So whatever components are going to be mounted on chassis, they are going to exert their load on the chassis only. Then while braking, while acceleration, okay, while engine start, okay, then while turning left or right, so accordingly left side, right side load. Okay, so these are the load coming on the chassis. Now types of chassis, so we are having these two types. One is A type frame. This is also called as the ladder type frame, simple ladder type frame. This can be seen as a ladder. Okay, and the next one is X type frame, high torsional rigidity. Why this we require this diagonal cross bracing? Because when the load when the load will be more, so we require more strength. So for the increment of the strength, we attach this cross members also, so as to make it more torsional rigidity. Okay, this can be used for light commercial vehicle, and this can be used for heavy commercial vehicle to sustain more load. When we require to sustain more loads, then in that case we are going to use this X type frame, and when we have to handle lesser load, so in that case we can use this A type frame. Okay. Now conventional frame construction. So in this type, this is the simple ladder type frame. In this type of chassis, the body is made as a separate unit and then joined with ladder frame. Okay, we are going to make a separate body. After that, we are going to join it with this frame. Okay, it supports all the system in the vehicle, such as the engine, transmission system, steering system, suspension system. Okay, as we have seen in the earlier slide, what are the component mounted on the chassis. So this will be the components: engine, suspension, steering, transmission system. So all those components are going to be mounted on the chassis. So it is going to support, the chassis is going to support all those systems. Now what are the advantages of this? So higher load capacity and strength. Disadvantage: the body tends to vibrate easily, and the overall vehicle handling and refinement is lower. Why it is vibrating? Because the body and this chassis are bolted, means they are joined after the manufacturing. Okay, because of that, when the joints are more, then vibration will be more. Okay, it is used in trucks, buses, SUVs, cars, and a bigger vehicle. Okay, these are the applications of it. It is going to be used in a truck, buses, and SUVs, cars, and bigger vehicle. Now we are going to see the body. Different kind of bodies we can see in this image. So what is body? Body is the superstructure of a vehicle, and it is bolted on the chassis. Okay, when the chassis is completely made, when the components are going to be mounted, after that the body is going to be bolted on the chassis. Okay, now what are the types? So we can easily come to know that the body of a car is different, body of a truck is different, tractor is a different, and delivery vans have a having different body, jeep having different body, buses having different body. So accordingly, according to application, their application, the body is going to be differentiated. Okay, so we can see in this this is car, the body of car is different. Then we are having truck, the body of a truck is different. Okay, we are having trailer, the body of a trailer is different. So this is heavy trailer. So according to their uses, we can say this is jeep. Here we are having jeep, the body of jeep is different. So accordingly, the body is going to be made or differentiated. Okay, according to their application. Okay, where is going to be used, so according to that, body is going to be made. Okay, now this is X type frame. Okay, let's see in detail. So this is the diagram which you have to draw in your exam. This is for your understanding purpose. This one is for your understanding purpose, and this one you have to draw in your exam. Okay, so what are the component of this frame? So this is cross member, this is cross member. Okay, this is longitudinal member, this is longitudinal members, and this X. Why this is named as X frame? Because of this diagonally cross bracing. This diagonally cross bracing is going to be increase the strength, or you can say load carrying capacity of this frame. How it actually look when we install in your vehicle. So this is the actual view of the X-frame. Okay, so this is all about body, chassis, and the frame. How by the combination of this body, chassis, frame, we are going to get the complete vehicle. Thank you.